Alright, motherfuckers, so I want to do another rant on Femnazis here. Talked about it a little bit the other day, and I want to get a little bit more in depth. So, you've got Washington, D.C., New York, Chicago, and L.A., all protests, a bigger turnout than we thought that there was going to be with 1 million people. They're protesting Trump, wearing pussy hats, these little stupid, retarded fucking hats with fucking cat ears. Ow! Ow! Fuck off! You know, so here's the thing. You know, don't touch my pussy and everything. You look a lot of these girls, they're all single. They're all there by themselves. A couple of people in New York, older women, were going with their daughters and their whipped husbands. I mean, here's the thing. How whipped do you have to be a man and support this? I mean, wow. I mean, just think about these men and what kind of life that they live, that they gotta be with a woman like this. I said it the other day on my Facebook. I wrote a story and I says, I wake up every morning and I'm very thankful that I'm not Elizabeth Warren's husband. Because Elizabeth Warren has really, you know, given birth to a lot of these fucking feminists here. You know, showed that it's okay to be just fucking disgusting and support causes like Planned Parenthood and abortion. And so, you know, you got a million Elizabeth Warrens marching the streets. Yeah, keep your hands off my pussy. Don't worry. We're going to keep our hands far away from that fucking pussy. And I love the fact that they're protesting the fact that, you know, this is one of the small things, I guess, but the whole thing with the pussy is because he says, you know, sometimes you just got to grab him by the pussy. Because, you know, men don't do that. There's no such thing as sex. Men are not attracted to women. You know, men don't want to put their penis in women's vaginas. This never happens, right? You people watch porn all the time, right? That never happens, right? No, what? No, right? There's no such thing as reproduction because, you know, it's all trans, it's all, you know, it's all, you know, all different genders and everything. So, you know, we don't think in terms of traditional sex. You know, we don't think about, you know, natural, biological reproduction, you know, so we're just going to put that to the side. We're going to put all logic and biology to the side and the fact that there's two genders. And we're just going to go marching through the streets because, you know, Trump talked about being attracted to women and liking sexy women and wanting to, you know, touch their vaginas, I guess. You know, now people will argue, oh, this was the president, even though he said this when he wasn't running to be president. He said it fucking 10, 11 years ago. But we're still going to make an issue out of it now. And now they said they don't want to call it pussy hats because, you know, that offended certain people. So we have a very divided group. But the thing is, they're also marching against, you know, the defunding of Planned Parenthood. Trump is going to sign an executive order to defund Planned Parenthood. You know, not allowing people to fucking get abortions whenever they feel like it. And for people who are not aware of fucking abortions, and also let's keep in mind they sell baby body parts. And I talked about this when I did my debate reaction, my debate video. When Hillary Clinton was defending Planned Parenthood, you know, and this is why so many people, I guess, wanted her to be president, is because, you know, she was going to support Planned Parenthood, and they sell fucking baby body parts, right? Sell them on the fucking black market. They got caught doing this. And, you know, it's just all fine and dandy. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing questionable about selling fucking body parts of babies, right? No, this is just some normal shit right there. So, you also got to understand what abortion entails. See, it's not like some fucking Harry Potter shit. Somebody waves a magic wand, the baby just disappears from the fucking womb like this. Sometimes a month before birth, or sometimes mere weeks before birth, and liberals say this isn't true, but we all know that it is because it's all on record and people have admitted to it. They grab the baby out of the womb and they crush its fucking skull with a fucking vice grip type machine. And they fucking shatter the baby's skull. And that's how they kill it. And a lot of times, these babies already have fucking bodies. They're all fully formed. So the argument that a lot of pro-choice people like to use is that, oh, these are just fetuses at the time, they're not even developed. But then when you look at stories like that, where the baby's actually getting its skull crushed, well, that doesn't really look so much like an underdeveloped fetus, but it actually looks like a fucking human being. But people want to fucking support this. And they think that this is actually an organization that deserves to be supported because they provide a lot of things for women's health, and they do a lot of good things. And I'm not saying that they don't. But if you sell baby fucking body parts on the black market, I don't think you should be funded by the fucking federal government. Just saying. And these disgusting practices of killing off fucking innocent children that don't have a right. The women say that they have a right to their bodies, but how about the human being inside of you? Do they not get a choice? Do they not get a voice? Thanks for deciding and completely shattering your argument, you stupid fucking Femnazis. I mean, when are people going to wake the fuck up and realize this? And it's not so much about the abortion as it is their fucking attitude towards society. It's anti-man. It's anti-family. They want to kill babies. They want to be promiscuous. They want to be able to do whatever they fuck they want in a women's run world, failing to realize that a woman just narrowly almost won the presidency, failing to realize that, for years we had Nancy Pelosi, a fucking woman, running fucking Congress as the Speaker of the House. So, I don't really understand where this women's equality is coming from. We have fucking crazy people like Ashley Judd, and I did a reaction video to that are actually, saying these outrageous things. They're talking about how tampons are taxed and shit, and how this is unjust. The fucking millionaire is complaining about tax on her fucking tampons. This is fucking outrageous. You got Madonna saying she had thoughts about blowing up the fucking White House, and she said that those comments were taken out of context. Well, I guess she wasn't talking about the White House, per se, the one on Pennsylvania Avenue. I guess she was just talking about a house that was white. Stupid me. Right? Silly fucking me, thinking that she's talking about the fucking White House. But yeah, Madonna was taken out of context. So, we shouldn't be able to criticize that because, well, she said what she said, but in a different context. Blowing at the White House, anybody could just take that fucking out of context, I suppose. So, but let's also talk about this. You want to talk about women's rights, right? So let's talk about Saudi Arabia, who funded a large majority of Hillary Clinton's campaign. So, what goes on in Saudi Arabia? They throw gays off of rooftops, right? Because there was a pretty fair amount of LGBT representatives at the Women's March over the weekend. So, you would think that maybe they would be protesting the injustices going around the world. I mean, while you're out there, you might as well do some worldly cause, right? Let's not just concentrate on Donald Trump and abortion, but let's also talk about the female injustices that occur overseas in the Middle East, right? Let's talk about the fucking women that are forced to cover their entire bodies, and if they dare bare a little bit of skin, they're buried up to their necks in sand and stone, right? So, like I said, and the gays that get thrown off of rooftops. So, where are we talking about women's oppression now, where women are not allowed to go to school? I think they're limited to a 4th grade education. They like to keep them stupid. They like to keep them ignorant because the man has to be the more intelligent person. Well, the women stay ignorant. And, there's no protest against this. Of course, why would there be? This is just a minor issue, right? It's not like this mindset is a threat to the world, and it's also something that ISIS and many other terror organizations believe in. But we're not going to protest that. Not at all. We're not even going to bother to do that. And here's the other thing. All these protests and everything, they're not going to do anything. They're not going to change anything. Trump is still going to be the president, and lo and behold, you marched all over the place over the weekend, and you woke up on Monday morning, and guess what? Trump was busy getting the fucking U.S. out of TPP, right? So Trump was still fucking president. Trump was still strutting around the White House, being the pimp Mac Daddy that he is, and you guys had nothing to show for it. You had nothing to show for it. You know, you had blisters on your feet. You littered the sidewalk with signs. This is the other thing. You know, these liberal women, these fucking liberal women that are all like environmentalists and fucking hippie motherfuckers, they're trashing the fucking streets, leaving their signs all over the place like a bunch of fucking mamalukes. And you want to talk about environmental preservation and shit like this. I mean, what the fuck? And you have nothing to show for it. You could have volunteered at a fucking soup kitchen. You could have fed the homeless. You know, you could have maybe mentored some young girls that might have been rape victims. You know, you could have done something meaningful to the community. You could have volunteered for community service. You could have visited sick kids in the hospital. You could have done something beneficial to the fucking planet, beneficial to humankind. See, I didn't say mankind because that'd be fucking sexist, right? But you could have actually done something that would have been meaningful, right? But you're too busy supporting fucking babies getting their fucking skulls crushed and their fucking body parts sold to who God knows who. You know, and you're protesting a man that's still going to be president because he won a fair democratic election, right? Okay. So the thing is, what do you have to show for it? Absolutely fucking nothing. You wasted your time. You had a whole fucking march that added up to zilch, zero, cero for you Spanish speakers out there. Fucking nothing. Nothing. Nothing! You wasted your fucking time, you wasted your fucking breath, you wasted your fucking energy, you wasted your fucking lives! You have nothing to show for this fucking protest. And I saw when you were being confronted by certain reporters for certain alternative media websites and publications, you had no idea how to answer people when being confronted on your views. So you people are not passionate. You don't even stand by your views. You don't even truly believe what you say that you believe. You're holding up signs with disgusting imagery. You're a fucking disgrace. And the thing is, I want to know from these people that attended the protests, what was that $90 million that George Soros gave you guys? What was that all about? So for some of you guys, you know, you guys obviously were probably getting paid to be there. I'm sure a lot of people just came there without getting paid, of course, but a large amount of you did. There's $90 million being pumped into this shit. I want to know exactly who got fucking paid. You probably enrolled somewhere online, somewhere on Craigslist. I don't know what the fuck you did, but all I know is that this protest wasn't, you know, spontaneous. It was organized. You could tell by the way how it was. How the fuck was it disorganized is what I meant. And I'm saying this organized, not disorganized. I know a little bit with my accent. You can't even sometimes understand what I'm saying. But how is it, you know, to this level organized? You know, it doesn't make sense. It can't be this cohesive of an action without it being organized by somebody. We all know that's George Soros, basically. Well, there you go, guys. I'm not done, because obviously with this fucking march, Femnazism is going to be taken to the next level. People posted videos and said that, you know, feminists, you know, they're done, they're finished. They're obviously not. This is a big problem. This is a very dangerous ideology, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I'm going to do a few more videos on it. All right, guys. Until next time.